Some very, very interesting numbers, to say the least. They're still great. Sales are still crazy. Numbers are still up, but we did see a slight decline in a couple of areas month versus month. So we'll talk about that, kind of what's going on there as well. Here's the cool part. Single-family home sales, right? Resale homes, 655 home sales last month, which is great. Technically, a 76.1% increase in the same month last year. Now, the nuance around that is we were in lockdown last year. The worst month of 2020 was actually May, and so you see the fallout, people not being able to come in town. It did bounce back. So if you look month versus month, that's my concerning number here. So in April, there were 770 home sales, great number. In May, though, it dropped down to 655 home sales, and so a significant decline there in month versus month numbers, which is something we're kind of seeing in a few areas. One of those being also median price. Median price year versus year, so basically May versus May, up 27.8%, which is great. A lot of extra equity in your pocket in that scenario. Median price right now, $290,000. But if you dig into the data, the median price from April was $299,530. So it went from $299,530 to $290,000. So in essence, lost about $10,000 in median price. Now, there's a lot of different pieces of that puzzle based on area, zip code, home type, things like that. But it is something to watch when you're kind of seeing a trifecta, because the third part of that was showings per listing, which was also down month versus month. They're up, year versus year up significantly, obviously because of the lockdown. But showings per listing were 11.3 down to 10.9. And so those three things there are a little bit concerning to watch. And seeing there may be some buyer fatigue coming in. Also, the number one challenge we all know about is inventory. Right now, we're in an inventory crisis, the absolute lowest of all time. We just hit a new record in that. So right now, it's 0.9 months of inventory. Last month that we sent you was at 1 month's inventory. Part of it was 1.1 months inventory. And so with that, it's an all-time low, down 78.6% from the same time last year. And so if you're looking at nearly 80% less homes available for sale, right, you can see with price up, that does affect home sales a little bit. And so there's a combination of there's nothing out there really to buy. If you look at the overall big scale of them, that's something we want to watch, though, overall. The good news is average price for single-family homes still up, which is great, up 30.9% from the same time last year. We just hit a new record of $388,781. So Myrtle Beach and Grand Strand homeowners have more equity than ever before. We're getting a lot of our homeowners $40,000, $50,000 above what they think they can. We've even have it where we're creating this really cool system where we're driving prices over asking price based on the strategy we designed. It creates a virtual auction effect. We list it a certain day. We do all this marketing behind it. We create a buzz around it, and then we hit it on a certain day of the week, even with 2 open houses, and drive it up. And really got this really cool thing I'll share with you. You can kind of see a note here from Barbara Corcoran on Shark Tank on my Facebook that says, "Hey Blake, so impressed to see how you're helping sellers and buyers navigate this extremely hot market. Your guaranteed sold system is getting sellers $40,000 to $50,000 over asking price for homes," because we reported that to her, obviously, and very, very, very excited and proud of what our team is doing in the marketplace, where I'm seeing a lot of owners cost themselves tens of thousands of dollars by going with an average agent. You got to make sure you have someone who has a system in place to get maximum equity. Anybody can sell a house right now. But the question is, can you sell it for the maximum amount of money and not leave $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on the table? I see it happen every single day with our buyer team. We had it last night. They sent an offer to the seller. Full price offer the very minute it was listed, pretty much. And guess what? They took that offer instead of giving time for anybody to get in there and see it, where you could have driven that price up. We had another buyer on our team wanting to make an offer on that, but we couldn't get them inside to the next day. They canceled the showing on us. They missed out on a chance to drive that price up because the agent doesn't know what they're doing. And so if you want to know more about that, reach out to us, reply to this email. Into condo sales. Condo sales, huge jump. Technically 164% increase from the same month last year. Scratch that, though, because it was part of lockdown. We literally couldn't get people inside of condo buildings last year, so that number skewed a little bit. If you look at month versus month, though, condo sales also down. We had this past April of 2021, 820 home sales. May of 2021, 802. So you saw that decline there month versus month. Not a huge deal, but there are some patterns that you want to watch and see kind of what's happening here overall. Median price still up, which is great news, up 24.2% at 165,000 even, which is great. Overall, if you look at the previous month, though, it was 163,375, so down about $4,000 month versus month. So that's interesting. Average sale price is up for condos, up 29.6% at 199,344. Showings also down on condos, right? So we're seeing this same little trifecta in each part of that for homes and condos, from 11.5 per listing down to 11, because they're also seeing a crisis in inventory, down 80.4% in the amount of condos for sale versus the same time last year at 1.1 months of inventory. So the reality is, guess what? Huge inventory shortage. Anybody in Myrtle Beach knows that we're very seasonal here. And so it comes out, school's out, people come in town, they combine their vacation with their home or condo buying experience. And so we're loaded up. We got tons of people. If you know anybody thinking about selling, don't let yourself or them cost yourself your hard-earned equity. I'm seeing investors steal it right now. I'm seeing it day in and day out, that the average agent who does not know what they're doing and the pace of this market mislead their clients every single day, because the fact is the average agent in our multiple listing service sells 4 homes a year. And so they're not going to be very well versed in what's happening. We sell, pretty much one every 12 to 16 hours, 544 last year. We're on pace well above that this year in that aspect. And so reach out, have a system in place. Do not cost yourself $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. If you've been watching this, right? If you want to know more, call me today, 843-808-SOLD. Reply to the email. You can always get an online evaluation from the link in the email. Also, the link on the side of this page here. But if you want to know more, you can probably get more than the online evaluation. I'm telling you right now, any questions you have, I'm more than happy to answer it, and we'll see you in the next video.